Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, I'm so honored you found this safe space. Today's message is something every single person in love or hoping for love needs to hear. We're talking about boundaries in romantic relationships. Not just, the buzzword version, but the real, deep, sometimes uncomfortable truth about when to say no, how to honor yourself in love, and why boundaries are the foundation of emotional safety in any relationship. Because let's be honest, many of us were never taught how to protect our peace in love. We were told that true love means sacrifice, selflessness, or constantly saying yes. We were praised for being easygoing or low maintenance, even when it came at the cost of our own mental health. But let me tell you this, you can be kind and have boundaries. You can love deeply and still say no. You can be soft-spoken and powerfully clear about what you need. So let's talk about why boundaries matter, why we struggle with them, and when it's time to lovingly but firmly say no. A boundary is not a wall, it's a doorway. It's a line where your needs, values, and emotional safety are honored, not ignored. In romantic relationships, boundaries might sound like, I need time to process before we talk about that. I'm not comfortable sharing my passwords. I'm not ready to move that fast. I'm not okay with being yelled at when you're angry. These aren't demands. They're invitations for respectful connection. Healthy boundaries foster trust, prevent resentment, build emotional safety, and create space for intimacy that isn't performative but authentic. Without boundaries, love turns into performance, control, or people-pleasing. With boundaries, love becomes choice, intention, and truth. Let's pause here because we've all been there. You want to say no, but something stops you. Here's why. Fear of rejection. You're afraid that if you speak your truth, they'll leave. So you silence yourself to keep the peace. Conditioning. You were raised to believe that saying no is rude, disrespectful, or too much. Trauma response. If you've experienced abandonment, betrayal, or emotional neglect, you may over-accommodate just to feel safe in love. Low self-worth. When you don't believe your needs matter, you become hyper-focused on someone else's comfort over your own stability. But let me tell you, a yes that costs your peace is not love. It's self-abandonment. Your nervous system deserves safety. Your voice deserves space. Your heart deserves honesty. Now let's get into the heart of this message. Specific moments when saying no is not only valid, it's necessary. These moments aren't about punishment. They're about protection, not just for you, but for the relationship itself. Say no when you're losing your identity. If you've stopped doing what you love, silenced your opinions, or changed who you are just to fit into their world, it's time to say no. Healthy love allows you to grow and expand, not shrink and disappear. Try this. I need space to reconnect with who I am outside this relationship. Say no when there's pressure to move faster than you're ready. Whether it's emotionally, physically, or with commitment, you get to say no. No one has the right to rush your readiness. If someone truly cares, they'll respect your pace, not push past your peace. Say no to disrespect in any form. Disrespect can look like being mocked or belittled, having your boundaries tested repeatedly, being yelled at during conflict, having your values dismissed. Saying no to disrespect is not overreacting. It's preserving your dignity. You can say, I want to continue this conversation when we can speak with mutual respect. Say no when you're always the one compromising. In healthy love, there's give and take. If you're the only one bending, sacrificing, or adjusting, that's not compromise. That's imbalance. You're not here to be the emotional mule of the relationship. Try this. I've been doing a lot of giving and I need support too. Let's talk about balance. Say no when you're not ready to share certain parts of yourself. Vulnerability is earned, not demanded. You don't owe anyone full access to your heart, your trauma, or your body just because they claim to love you. Say, there are parts of me I'm still healing. I'll share when I feel safe. The right person will honor that. When you start saying no, something powerful happens. You stop feeling resentful. You start feeling safe in your own skin. You attract people who respect your truth. You create a relationship that's built on clarity, not confusion. And yes, you might lose a few people along the way, but hear me, anyone who leaves because you honored your boundary was never aligned with your highest good. Matthew 5:37 says, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no." Your clarity is holy. Your no is divine. Your boundaries are sacred. Take a deep breath, hand over heart. Let these words wash over you. I am allowed to say no without guilt. My needs are valid. My voice matters. The right partner will celebrate my boundaries, not challenge them. Love should feel safe, not sacrificial. I honor my truth even when it's uncomfortable. If this video gave you clarity, encouragement, or permission to honor your needs, I want you to comment below. My boundaries are my birthright. Tell me, what's one boundary you're going to start practicing in your love life this week? Be sure to like this video, subscribe for weekly healing content. Share this with someone you love who needs to hear that their voice matters in relationships too. And always remember, real love doesn't fear boundaries. It flourishes because of them. You don't have to choose between connection and self-respect. You deserve both. And anything that asks you to sacrifice one for the other is not your forever.